Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, the NSAS protest had the feel and the texture of a good time party. There was music and dancing everywhere, food being delivered, even pretty young girls turned up in numbers in body hugging outfits to take that must-have Instagram photographs to say that I was there. So all this happened, and we of course knew that there will be repercussions. So the backlash is now coming swift and fast. As guys, I bring you this. Immigration officials detained me, seized my passport, stopped me from leaving Nigeria. Lawyer who volunteered for hashtag NSAS protest says. So the backlash has begun, and it is coming at full pelt. The nail that sticks out will be hammered down, as again immigration officials detained me, seized my passport, stopped me from leaving Nigeria. Lawyer who volunteered for hashtag NSAS protest says. So now let's now see how this narrative evolves. The Nigerian Immigration Service have prevented Modupe Odele, a lawyer who volunteered her services to help free peaceful protesters detained by law enforcement agents, from leaving the country. In a newsletter she sent out on Monday, the Columbia University graduate detailed how she had gone to the airport to take a flight to the Maldives for her birthday, but was detained. She said, "For my birthday, I had planned a trip to the Maldives. It was really for a break, as the events of the last 3 weeks have exhausted my mind and body in a way I have never been exhausted in my life. I went to the airport, passed through immigration, and whilst I was putting my bags through the body and baggage scanner, the immigration officer who had previously cleared me called me back. He told me he had orders from above to detain me. Okay, at this point, I'm like, excuse me, my flight is in 1 hour. On what grounds are you detaining me?" He didn't respond. Instead, he goes to his computer where he typed in my name, and something that looked like a wanted poster popped up on the portal. He blocked my view so I couldn't see most of it, but I saw some of it, and it read something like, "This person is under investigation by XYZ intelligence agency. If seen, they should be apprehended on site." Since the hashtag NSAS peaceful protest started in Nigeria about 3 weeks ago, I and some super courageous women have been providing support to Nigerians as they come out to peacefully exercise their constitutional rights. I was specifically put in charge of legal aid, and so led www.nsaslegalaid.co, where we succeeded in helping over 80 peaceful protesters who were arrested get released. It was back-breaking and emotionally tasking work, but the joy that the family expressed when being reunited with loved ones made it all worth it. I am not a full-time activist or a human rights lawyer. I am a corporate lawyer at the moment, so dealing with police stations is not my area of expertise. I did what needed to be done in the face of gross injustice and had the support of over 800 wonderful volunteer lawyers. After her ordeal went viral on social media, outraged Nigerians began to trend hashtag free Mo Sexy. Commenting on the incident on Tuesday morning, she tweeted, "Hello everyone, thanks very much. I am fine and safe. We haven't confirmed yet why I was stopped on Sunday or by whom, but I have been invited back with my lawyers today. I'll update when I have more information, but please don't spread fake news. This is dangerous." Meanwhile, the Nigerian government has denied a no-fly list of young Nigerians protesting police brutality in the country after a report exposed the plan. Already, a few Nigerians have reportedly had their passports seized whilst attempting to leave the country. The Ministry of Interior, in a tweet on Tuesday, said the Ministry of Interior did not, has not, and will not generate any no-fly list. Ignore fake news please. So this is now the latest development. Now the backlash is coming swift and fast, as I had anticipated, and not just me. I'm not just claiming sole credit for this. A lot of us anticipated that this would be the case, and this will be the case because the regime, the cabal, the status quo, the hierarchy, the oppressors, they cannot afford to let the people have any hope that there will be any form of change. Because look at what it will take for Nigeria to change. For Nigeria to change, these people will have to stop looting, which is something that would never happen and they're not prepared to do. These people will have to deliver good governance, which is something that they are not prepared to do, and more importantly are incapable of doing. Imagine somebody like Malam Buhari delivering good governance. Where will he get the capacity, both mentally and physically, for something that is beyond the realms of his being you're asking him to do? So it will never happen. They will have to run proper elections, and that would never happen, because if they run proper elections, then no single person occupying an elective post within the Nigerian space today will be in that post. Not a single one of them has ever won an election that was the will of the people, and so they cannot let you have that hope. And you now going on the streets to demonstrate is you now trying to seed the green shoot of hope. So they have to squash it. The nail that sticks out will be hammered down. The nail that sticks out will be hammered down, and it is that hammering down now that we're seeing being fleshed out with the example of this young lady. But there's an update, by the way, on this narrative of this young lady. So we go on to the second headline that brings us up to speed with exactly the situation with this lady. So the second headline: Nigeria Immigration Service yet to release my passport, lawyer placed on no-fly list for participating in hashtag #EndSARS protest says. So this is where she is now. She's just making sure that people are being carried along with her narrative. Again, the second headline: Nigeria Immigration Service yet to release my passport, lawyer placed on no-fly list for participating in #EndSARS protest says. So now let's now see what latest development she has to give us. A lawyer who participated in the hashtag #EndSARS protest that took place across Nigeria, Modupe Odele, has said that the Nigeria Immigration Service was yet to release her passport after it was seized while she was trying to travel to the Maldives for her birthday recently through Lagos Airport. The lawyer, who volunteered her services to help free peaceful protesters detained by law enforcement agency, was stopped from flying out of Nigeria on Sunday. So a lot of this stuff will repeat from the previous narrative. A source at the NIS, so that the NIS will be the Nigerian Immigration Service, a source at the NIS told correspondents on Tuesday that the names of Odele and other active participants in the #EndSARS protest were included on the no-fly list sent to the agency by the Defense Intelligence Agency following their efforts in rallying demonstrators at the Lekki Toll Gate area of Lagos, where Nigerian army personnel attacked and did away with several protesters on the evening of October the 20th, 2020. A no-fly list is a register of people banned from boarding commercial aircraft to travel within, into, or out of a country. Giving an update on the matter on Tuesday evening, Odele, in a post on Twitter, said, "Hello people, I went to retrieve my passport today but was told this: we cannot release your passport because you are still under investigation. As of now, I am not aware of any charges against me or what I am under investigation for." So this is now the updates now that this lady has given. Nothing really changes, and nothing has really changed from the moment really her passport was seized, because her passport was seized and they didn't tell her why or by whom, and her passport remains seized, and she's none the wiser why that passport remains seized, by whom, or on what charges. So nothing changes really, and this now is going to be the narrative of a lot of people. A lot of people will be picked up quietly. So she's an activist of sorts if she's not a full activist. If she's saying she's not a full activist, she's certainly acting in manners consistent with activism. So activist of sorts is how we're describing her. So now she has some sort of name recognition which has then flashed up within the media space, and the whole country has rallied behind her plight. So this of course now is something that they would not be able to move too aggressively against. But a lot of people who do not have that name recognition would not quite get the soft landing that this lady is likely to get. A lot of people will be rounded up quietly and put away somewhere quietly, where they will spend the rest of the years of this particular government's regime. So if they can tie the feet of somebody as prominent as Dasuki to a desk for 5 years, 4 or 5 years solid, then who is Omotamo that they cannot, if you're even lucky, they detain you. If you are not so lucky, they just do away with you. We know how the system operates in Nigeria, but this now act of dissent is not something that they would allow go unpunished, because they have to punish it heavily to send the signal to the Nigerian population, especially the youth, that the space for dissent or the room for dissent is not something that the Nigerian structure accommodates. The nail that sticks out will be hammered down. Conversations in the comment section, the backlash has now come, and this lady now, this lawyer lady, is the first opening salvo, or at least the one that we know of. What says you? Come share thoughts. But before you come share those thoughts, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. Bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Click on like as well, because that helps with the YouTube algorithm. Once you've done all the clickings, come join me then in the comment section. Come tell me what you're making of this lady's plight and what forebodes for the protesters as the weeks and months and years come. So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on with you in the comment section, but here I say peace.